Here we have Decentraland, symbol MANA versus the dollar. We've been following up on this one for the last few weeks here. Very, very good chart, obviously. And this one holding up relatively well compared to the rest of this market, especially all things considered coming in from yesterday's major massive dump for good old Bitcoin right there. Still, though, I would hold off on getting super excited about this thing as long as you're closing dailies below 360. Above 360 on a daily closure, yeah, I do look for this one to play out the implied target, somewhere around about 4.5 to 475. You know, maybe the week or two following that. Looking at lower term time frames right here, a little bit sideways at best for the time being. And if we go over to the 5-day, which just closed last night, we did close on new all-time highs. So I'm not bearish on something like this long term. I just imagine that if Bitcoin does put in a big bounce here, especially if it reverses, this one's going to be one of the better actors through all of that. So it's one of the ones to be watching here. But again, I also have to ask myself, if Bitcoin does break down further, is this thing likely to, well, break out to the upside? Probably not. No. Is it likely to, at best, trade sideways and down? Probably yes. Where to get bearish on it? Same thing as before, you know, below your range lows, in this case 222. Yes, I would get bearish on it, looking for big moves down somewhere around about $1.50, and you know, come back to it after that. Until then, sideways within this range is long-term good for it. The question is, will Bitcoin allow it to continue on with its little party right here? Maybe we can just briefly check out its momentum also does here too. Let's see. Daily, what do we see right here? Daily looks really fucking good. Daily looks really fucking good. It's breaking back in the bullish control zone, remains with upside posture as long as above 302. What about 12-hour? 12-hour turns up above 330, which it's actually rather close to right now. 4-hour remains up above 295, and hourly, what are you doing? We'll turn back up above 340. So very short-term sideways, but you know, be aware of those major areas because this one is still showing long-term very, very good things here. I mean, even the 5-day, which just closed yesterday, is with upside posturing above 208. I mean, that is really, really good. I still think, or at least I'd still hold my reservations that if Bitcoin at least fails to hold, I don't think that this one would necessarily break out, but if Bitcoin can just hold and even put in a bounce, this one very likely does break out and goes for this next set of targets. Again, among some of the better charts in cryptocurrency land on all higher term time frames especially. Here's your monthly, by the way, as well. And that's just generally good, man. So hopefully that's helpful. And there you go for Mana.